Hello. Good evening. Are we okay for sound? Got no sound whatsoever. Can anyone hear me now? Just give us a thumbs up. You can hear me, yeah? Okay, right, okay. Bizarre that was. The whole lot just crashed just beforehand. Hope everyone's fine. Hope everyone's well. And as we said, good evening and thank you for joining us. As you can see, tonight's topic is, where are we going? No bullying within the paranormal field, and share and enjoy your passion, basically. So that's what I'd like to put out there. And if anyone wants to come on, you're more than welcome. Good evening. Yeah. Right, where we're going along this now, what I've seen is over the years, 10, 11, 12 years, it's just getting a lot of interaction as well, and around the paranormal field, and how things can be a little bit detrimental sometimes to people. And the way forward to me is working together towards the positivity. The number of times I've been involved with guests and talking to them, and they're not sharing their photographs and evidence that they're finding as well. So, and if you've got any questions or if you come across stuff as well. So again, what I want us to be is putting our efforts and energies out there as well. As again, I just feel that we need to work towards pushing people to share their evidence. There's too many people sitting back as well, too many conflicts going on, and it's like the old Chinese whispers, things can spiral and get out of proportion as well. And that's how I feel that a lot of stuff happens. So word of mouth and hearsay, it just creates a bigger field there within what's going on in the paranormal world as well. And I want everyone to be sharing their photographs, their EVPs, and the amount of people that say, oh, don't put that on because we were there, we experienced it, but we don't want to get slated, or we don't want to get drawn down, or we don't want people to have a go with us. And you're like, hang on, what? That's the wrong side of this field. So if we can put a little bit more positivity back in there and turn it around, where, you know, these little words around discrepancies and being detrimental to people's work effort and time, a lot of people shy away, and what they're doing is pushing good people away there in the paranormal world. And I want us to interact and bring these paranormal people back into the field, and bring these paranormal teams, groups, and have the confidence to share an experience as well. Also, as well, I think when I come into the industry and around the paranormal world, there was a lot of, I think there was a society, and there was a lot of things going on where it was like, not as much as policed, but I feel that we need some type of logo or symbol that we're part of, what the backbone of what we stand for, with around the positivity, around what we're after with the evidence. So in the aviation and travel industry, you've got APTL and APTA and all that. So if we could have some type of symbol or some type of conduct where we know what we've got around people coming on investigations and all that as well. And I think half the time is a lot of it is Chinese whispers, and it gets out of hand. I've been on the receiving end of it myself, and I've experienced a lot of things as well, and I've seen a lot of things as well. And I've certainly seen that evidence this week around the amazing Sir Tom and the work he done. And one negative can have a tenfold knock-on effect from another team want to do something, or another team want to do a certain topic or subject. And it's like, there's a lot of sensitivity around the paranormal world, and I know we do stick together, and I'd like to see a little bit more togetherness and coming together as well. So we'll go down through the topics. I've got a few notes that I can pick up on as well. So I've got 3 speakers here, and all 3 aren't working this evening as well. So just to let you know. Right, any questions coming in? Okay, no problems, Coops. Right, I'm just going to go down to where we're at. Where are we? Right, thanks for sharing. Also, another thing as well with I've seen people along the field as well where there's been things that's happened and it's turned to hatred in and around the paranormal world and and that's a big statement, and that's such a not a nice word, and there's negativity and a lot of division. So I just want things to start pulling back together, because what's gone on over the last 12 calendar months, if people can't see, we need to put this positivity back, because to me, negative will breed negative. So I feel that we need a little bit of a kickstart into the positivity, and I want to make people aware of the amount of positivity that we need to all be bringing back under the umbrella as well, in and around the paranormal field. And again, I just think there's so many people missing out on what people are too scared to share now. Where we're asking people, we're asking guests, we're talking to people over the pond, we're talking to people here. They just are shying back from showing what they've captured, or the evidence they're capturing, EVPs, photographs and everything. And it's too good, it's too quick to judge. And I just feel that in and around the field now, that people that I'm looking at, I'm just an ordinary guy, but people in and around the field, where they start off with the Chinese whispers and they start talking, I feel that people should be coming along and just saying, oh, hang on, I'll stop you there. Hopefully you're going to say something positive. And I think people need to take a little bit of a step back and think before they just go on and add on to things, because this is where I think a lot of people in the paranormal world things are getting out of hand sometimes with the runoff of this as well. So good evening, everyone. And any questions? And as we've stated on the comments as well, this is not detrimental to anyone. This is just an open little topic and a subject where it's like, I want people to say, do you know what? It's not me being right. All I'm trying to do is bring people together to be on this side of your passion, because that's what we're all in it about. Do you know what I mean? I think it's time to, any squabbles or any differences, be the bigger person. If you've not had contact off that person, pick up the phone and how you doing? I've seen some amazing people that go to locations and they've gone, I'll give Joe Bloggs a lift, and they're like 100 miles out the road. And it's that type of support. I've seen some amazing getting togetherness of teams. It's opened my eyes as well, all the positivity out there. I just think it's time now where we can step on and boost it forwards. And I'd like it to boost forwards as well, because I do feel that I think there's a lot more there to be given in the paranormal world. And I do feel that it's about having the creativity to go, do you know what? Let's open our hands and just be more together moving forwards as well. And I get a lot of inboxes, and I get a lot of people asking me certain questions in and around certain situations, and I stay out of it, stay down the middle. And I always think it's the best way to be is down the middle, because I can't see the dividing line on this all the time. And I will always throw people towards the positivity side of things, because I always see the good in people. Obviously, sometimes if somebody's crossed over the line and crossed the step, I don't think we need to go forwards now and start crossing over these lines and boundaries as well. So, hello, Phil. How are you doing? We've had some boss evidence. Yes, that'd be great, Phil. Phil's obviously my cameraman. Many of you over the time and the years as well. And some of the guests that we've made, I just don't want I just want this divide to come together and closer. I don't want us all pushing away. I just feel it's too easy to kick people, and when you kick people, then people might be down, then people might just not need that type of conflict or any problems going away. I've seen amazing teams split up. I've seen amazing teams go their own ways and all that, and we're all in it together. So what I want to do is, what have you come across in the past? What did you want to talk around of? Give yourselves a pat on the back of just being that extra person that's actually standing up and putting the positive values out there, because to me, more positives is going to bring us more positives as well. Justin, just going to clip onto that now. Yes, that's definitely, and I'm open up for that. I always say I like to be there. So if someone produces a photograph or a picture, I'll always ask them, what was the room like? What was the atmosphere like? Was it totally different from session one? Has it changed into session two? And yeah, it is all about questioning and all that. But all I'm asking for people is to have a bit more open-minded and listen to somebody else's beliefs around the situation. And I feel that we can help ourselves by putting a little bit more report together around when that was taken, this happened, and that was going on. So we can explain a little bit more as well, which would hopefully take back away a little bit of the indecisiveness of a certain topic or subject or evidence as well. So it is the most scrutinized field out there as a hobby. Do you know what I mean? The amount of people that scrutinize, and again, inbox the people that's putting these pictures on, or inbox the person that's putting the evidence on. Ask the question, be an open book, ask the questions. There's no right or wrong way. At the end of the day, it's all up to people to explain current situations of the environment that they've captured evidence within one paranormal group or another paranormal group. Again, it can be totally different from one paranormal team going into a location and then them saying, oh, it's a dead quiet night. And a couple of weeks later, they're arguing amongst themselves of, oh, well, this went on and that went on and we had a quiet night. And it's not about the best. It's about sharing your evidence, logging it, putting it out there as well. I just do feel it's about time that we are in an adult industry. We are all adults. I just think we can put a little bit more of ticking the boxes in the right directions, because what I've seen this week around one paranormal person or team, it just floored me. And I always feel that one negative person in and around the field will have tenfold. The knock-on effect is just unreal. I had no words on, I think it was Tuesday night, and what I seen that was typed up about a paranormal team, and I didn't want to be part of that, and I just put no words basically, but I retracted that no words off the statement from that person's page because I didn't want to be part of it. And everyone in the paranormal world was shocked of what was done this week on Tuesday. And I just think it's about time not that one person as an individual, but I want people together as tenfold to put everything back together for other people to see that one person that might not be ticking the box in the right area of the paranormal world. There's no right or wrong ways, but it only takes one or two people to put the spanner in the works, and it has that knock-on effect as well. So again, to me, there'll always be more positivity around the situation and sensitivity. But we've got to put the sensitivity out there as well. I understand that, but also we've got to put the positivity back tenfold on top of this as well. Again, the cyberbullying is exactly where I was coming from, which I'm just going to go down to there. But have an open topic debate on a sensitive situation. You know, we're all adults. Just have an open, nice topic without. We don't have to go crossing the line, and that's what I'm seeing too much lately, especially this week. And it doesn't need to happen, Jenny, and you're right. And again, we're not out here as a group. We're not out here as a team, or we're not out there as trying to put a stamp on it. We're just trying to put a positive stamp in where we can collectively look where we are now. In 10 years' time, we can say, well, we've had this debate. Look how far forward we've moved from 10 years ago of current situations that's happened this week, with certainly cyber things that was going on, and things being said. And to me, things in the paranormal world being done the wrong way, I've seen this week, and it has shocked me. I was flat. I didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do. But I looked at it and I went, right, we were going to talk about this topic prior to this week anyway. And I just feel like I think it's all up to us to do more of the positivity out there and really, really drive it home and move forward for the next 10 years, the next 5 years, and look back at what's gone on this week without me going too deep into it, because people must have seen it and shared the sensitivity of the case around what had gone on. So again, think before we type, think before we go on the bandwagon, is basically what I would say in and around everything. Certain teams, all people aren't going to get on together, but at the end of the day, just people are just getting on now, I feel, too much of their own individual stuff, and I just feel it's more time to bring everybody back in together as well. And it's like, let's have a fresh start. When the lockdown's over, let's have a fresh start. Let's have a massive, massive push forwards as well. And again, this isn't certainly about an hour of bringing anybody down or disrespecting anybody. This is about, let's have a massive positive line drawn in the sand for when we move forwards in whenever this lockdown is over again. Right, okay. Hello, Libby, how are you? Jessica, any questions coming down to our Dennis? I'm just going to read that. We all need to talk to each other. Great. Don't listen to Chinese whispers. Support one another. We're all trying to find the proof out there of the same things. Great. But what I'm seeing again, Dennis, is I asked a medium the other not too long back, what did you pick up on there? And he said nothing. And my guide's talking to me, telling me already in and around. It's not me being tested. It's I'm seeing people lying, and I'm like, why do that? Why do that? Why lie? Why lie? Do you know what I mean? So again, it's like, just be open and genuine. That's all we're asking. You know, I'm not after information that person's got. All I'm asking is, how did your session go in that room? Did you come across what possibly we had prior to that? So again, it's all about being open and honest, and all have the same blank page, all have the same open book. Do you know what I mean, guys? This is what it's about. It's like, come on, you know. Right, you're part of Paranormal Unity. Also, again, I'm all for the Paranormal Unity, and what I see people talking under the breath when they mention Paranormal Unity. It's like, oh, here we go again. Togetherness, inclusion. Today's society, we're all about inclusion. Let's bring it to the table. Let's move forwards. What would you like to see in the next year? What would you like to see in the next 5 years? What would you like to see in the paranormal world in the next 10 years? Because there's more generations coming along, and I want more people to be together to go, do you know what the world has been through now in 2020 and 2021? That's where we all moved forward and we started interacting and communicating a bit better and picking the phone up. Be the bigger person. Come on. Paranormal pun in America. That's fantastic. We did have a society over the UK, and then obviously people started to saying, well, why am I paying £5 a month for what? It's not about the money. It was to be part of this. Who's policing this? Who's right or wrong? And then that's when I felt that divides came in, because I've seen a lot of change in 8 years, 10 years, 12 years around this field, and I just do feel it needs to come back the other way now as well. How's Nikki? Like taps, right? Okay, see what Joanne's saying. Things we're all in it to gain the evidence, not enemies. Yeah, what I'm asking for is let's put everybody on this side. Yeah, all right, quite simplistic. You know, not pass the information. What I'm saying is, if someone's been to a location, it's like everyone's keeping it to themselves. It's like being open book, pass it out there, get in contact with groups. I think we should have a place where we can have a central hub where we can go, right, do you know what? Try that place, have a look at this. And, it's people like, oh, it's all right having exclusive places. We can just walk all the way around the UK and pick up anything spiritually, because it's all out there. The energies are all out there. It doesn't mean they're inside. So let's keep putting it out there. Try this, try that. Have you tried this? Have you tried that? And I just feel that people are keeping too much to themselves and not sharing enough. All right, and that's just the passion I've got. I'm a passionate person, and it'll come across till the day I die, because I want everyone to be moving forwards and not belittling people or putting people down within the industry. And I've seen too much of it, and I just think it's time to let's strive forwards. Okay, David. Anything that's gone on in and around you when anybody's been out on the paranormal investigation and you thought, oh, hang on, I don't want to come across that. And then I think that's shutting the doors on each other. And I don't want us shutting the doors on each other. It's like, I'm not going over there because that team's there. I'm not going over here because this group's here. And it's just like, come on, guys. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, we need to move forwards. We really, really do. Good evening, Eddie. How's me little Rachel? Have you put your makeup on, Rachel? Have you put your good face on? Can we put a link on if you want to come forward and put some positivities into the show? You're more than welcome. Hello, Haunted Scouts. How's things? Seen some nice little places that you've been to on walk-arounds. Hello, Claire, Nikki. Any other questions? I'll go on to some more PowerPoints as well. Yeah, I just do feel it's that time, Jess, where it's like the hippie age. It's like, I don't mean it that way in that respect. It's like, come on, we're all in it together. We're all in that group. We're all in that community. Let's take it forwards. And as well, folks, I'm always sharing everybody else's work, all things paranormal medium, and I'm finding I'm thinking, I can't share that there because that one group might not like that. I can't share that there because that other group might not like that group. And it's like, come on, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Always share my stuff. Justin says everyone has their own opinion. Great. We're all for everybody's speech, all for open speech, all for open for everybody's opinion. It's all about, all I'm trying to explain is I think it's time where we can move forward and think before we speak sometimes, and be detrimental to somebody's views or opinions, or the way a team works, or how they approach a certain investigation. It's just like that. It is the way of the world. I'm not here to preach. I'm just trying to get everyone's passion there to go, well, do you know what? Let's put more right than what's going on, and trying to belittle one or oust somebody or make somebody feel small. Because I feel now in the last 12 months, people have gone through enough. I think it's about time that people took a little bit of responsibility on and go, do you know what? I can go the extra mile. I can do a certain few things as well and bring a little bit more to the table. And that's what I'm asking around the support around the paranormal field. Is our Rachel there? Am I bringing her? Good evening, madam. Are you there? Have you paid your Wi-Fi bill yet?
I paid my Wi-Fi bill. Yes, thank you very much.
Are you okay? I can hear you now. Has it got up to speed?
Right, yeah, I was on another screen so I could hear you twice. It was like, that's too much Gary. Too much Gary at once.
Right, okay. So where do you think we can move forward to then, Rach, in the next 5 or 10 years or 2 years, or where would you like to see things moving forwards?
With regards to bullying and the unity, I think that It's bad enough that we're social pariahs anyway. You mentioned that you're a paranormal investigator or you're a medium, and all of a sudden nobody wants to talk to you anymore. Your class is the weird one. So to have that infighting within the para unity is just making things 10 times worse. How are you ever supposed to move on and work with other teams when you're not accepted by those closest to you? So it's about time we all got on, stop mixing, stop falling out, and we crack on and do what we love. We're all in this for the same reason. It's not about the stars and the likes and the money and the fame and how many TV shows we can get on. It's about doing what we love and doing it with friends and helping those who haven't experienced anything paranormal do what we do.
Yeah, and again, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about, I think that people have suffered over the last 12 months, and I think we need to put more positivities out there and work together and share more stuff and go, do you know what, we can do it a little bit more out there as well. It's not about preaching with anything. I think the society of the paranormal world has got more spread away from each other than coming back in together.
It's like over the last 12 months, I've met some really lovely people just through Facebook alone who have the same interests, have no interest in falling out with anyone else. They're just normal people that love the paranormal and they want to get out there. They're desperate to get back out. And then you see some teams are going out there and there's loads of fallouts about other teams going out. And then it starts another huge fight. It's like we're all desperate to get out there and do what we love. And everybody has their own reasons for doing what they're doing. And I just think we need a little bit of understanding. We're all cooped up indoors, and I'm going mental stuck in this house. I'm desperate to get out. And there's been a few times I've thought about just sneaking out and finding somewhere dark and musty to go and try and speak to the dead, but I'm not doing it. And I'm not broadcasting it all over Facebook or social media. And I think that we just need to be a little bit more accepting that some people need to get out. If they're going out, there's no need to start getting nasty with them just because they need to get out of the house, get some fresh air. They might class it as their job or they might class it as a hobby. But we all need to do what we have to do for our own mental health.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I'm feeling. I can feel, obviously, a lot of empathy and people struggling out there as well. And the amount of mental illnesses and mental health issues and situations that's going to come around over the next 2-3 years, this is going to have such an impact, because a lot of people in the paranormal world have had massive losses this year as well. So at some point that's going to have that effect. And as you say, I think we all need to come together to realise under the umbrella that we all work in, that people are suffering out there and people need to be moving forward in the right direction.
We're all struggling at the moment, and if anybody's out there watching this and they need someone to talk to, you'll find my name in the comments. If you want to have a chat, if you're bored, if you want some inappropriate humour, drop me a message, send me a friend request. I'm quite happy to sit and chat to you. If you've got any issues, any problems, you need a friend, drop me a message. I'm always about, and I know that Gary's always online, and he's more than happy to listen to people ramble on. So send us a message if you need us.
And again, over the last few weeks, we covered the support of raising money for obviously Calm and all that as well. We're just trying to tick the boxes moving forward to bringing everybody in the right direction where we are reaching out, and that's what I'm liking to do today. I want everybody on. It's not easy that on this side of the game. I want everybody on this. Share your evidence and interact more. And again, and little, to me, mountains are causing molehills as well moving forwards, in and around of what I've seen people going through as well. So it'd be nice I just can't wait to get out of there, but I'd like a little bit more teams now to really interact with each other as well. And thank you for coming on as well.
No, I'm going to go now because I look how pale I am. What's that about?
That's on a good day.
This is my new makeup. Right, thanks for having me. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you in the comments.
That's fine. Anything else you want? Oh, she's gone now. Also, as well, to me, we can never have enough friends as well in the paranormal world. And I've seen some outstanding people going out the way, helping each other again. And that's all the right positive ways forwards as well. I just do feel we're pushing too many good people away at the moment. You want to open the discussion, right? It's just on to Claire's in the background there, listening away. Hello, Claire. Jenny, red circle sign with the ghost in the middle. Stop bullying around the circle. Yeah, definitely. I was going to do that on this side as well. But basically, a good friend of mine actually drew that poster for me. He actually did the symbols on the Memphis Belle on the film. So that was my friend that done that for me as well. So that's a little bit of insight of some of the amazing people I've got around me as well. So again, thank you to my good friend for doing my poster. That is not my artwork. It would be like a stick man. Right, Haunted Scout, spot on, Gary. You went to live alone in Allerton Towers in Liverpool. You had it to yourself, and the next day there was 200 cars parked around it. This guy in the paranormal fields are told that we're wrong being out and creating content and in this environment. Be safe, of course. 2 people out investigating is better than 200 walking dogs. Also, as well, I had a situation where I did end up having to defend myself one evening because I did go out on my own on an investigation. I'm talking prior to lockdown. I'm talking a year or 2 back, and I was in a little village, and they actually thought I was a burglar. So I've got my top on with my name on, paranormal investigator, and I just thought, you know what, you really, really could be in a situation here. So I ended up going inside their local public house, and I ended up going down in the cellar, and I worked with a few of the people that were anti against the situation as well. So again, sometimes you can come in situations, and again, it's just having that way of explaining, because somebody walking around the village in the middle of the night with black on does look like a burglar. But again, it's been in the wrong place at the wrong time, that. But again, scouts definitely go out with a couple of you as and when we can. Better than large numbers as well. So sometimes you come across all type of stuff and interactions as well. Janice, welcome and good evening. I'll nip back up to you, Dennis. There are a lot of good people out there, and it makes it bad when the fakes things are put on. Perhaps a lot are scared because of the false ones out there. But again, if people want to go down that road, Janice, that's entirely down to them. I'm not here to debate the right and the wrong ways of evidence. What I'm here to say is that stands out a mile when people are doing that. It's like, if I see that, it's unfriend it. Don't need to be part of that group. Don't need to be part of that team. I'm not going to be detrimental and say who's doing that. I'm not going to be detrimental and saying, why are you doing that? It stands out a mile within the paranormal field. But again, we've had certain topics a year or 2 back where people were going out and still investigating when there was a full lockdown as well. And in the end, I think they've even took note and stood back as well and gone, yeah, situation's more worse than what they thought at the time as well. So the message can get out there as well, and that's what I'd like to do, is just put a little bit more of the message out there. If people want to work in that field, Janice, of putting stuff out there that is not correct, that's entirely up to them. But I think the true people within the paranormal field and the people that enjoy it with their enthusiasm, that shines through a million miles, and it really does. Let's see where we're going, Dennis. See what you've got there. Something's just moved there then. Can we talk about how it's okay to try and communicate sometimes? Yeah. Touched on that, Dennis, and that's where I was coming from earlier on. I was just totally, I had no words. I just had no words. Everybody, the natural, true people within the paranormal world, made their comments, and I just thought, you know what? I didn't want to be part of adding the comments on top of that. I put no words failed me. Words failed me that day. So we've touched on that. We've stepped away from it, but this is what I'm saying. One situation like that, to me, has 10,000 knock-on effect, because everyone will pick up on that negativity around that situation. And then it's like everybody else then has to stump up and backing up the paranormal world and backing up the paranormal field and explain why they don't work that way, we work this way. And again, it's just sometimes where I think it's time not to sift out that type of thing. It's time that we put the more positivities out there and don't highlight that negativity side of it. I think that's what I'm after with that message. Cheers, Phil. Thank you, young man. Yes, definitely, Rach, definitely. So again, we was going to raise this topic of what we're on tonight anyway, but that to me just highlighted things as well. Hello, Julie. I'm just going to read that out. Oh, again, Julie, inboxes, send us over an address, and we have a like a remote viewing from distance. Sometimes when people live in apartments or flats, there's a lot more to seal. There's a lot more energies to float below, to the side, up, above, in and around. A spiritual block of flats is harder to contain what's going on, because you've got that mass amount of people living on top of each other as well, spiritually as well. So a lot of energies can travel. So it's much more easy sometimes to secure and help people living in a normal house or detached house than it is a block of flats as well, because there's a lot more work to delve into, that people can be bringing energies that's just walking past your front door, down the corridor, and that type of stuff. So there can be a lot more traffic going on as well, that somebody's bringing in and around as well. So sometimes there's always a lot more to do spiritually around flats, apartments, blocks and stuff like that. But always glad to help. Shadows usually out corner of your eye there. Just going to move on to Nikki. People are definitely, I feel, in for the wrong reasons, possibly interest in backbiting, getting likes. Certainly, we do need to get back out there as well. And again, there will be some very happy gentlemen that the wives are getting out and leaving them to it as well. Right, Dennis, small numbers are always better. What have you come across that people, folks that's tuning in, what have you come across that you thought, I can't go back there, I can't do this, I can't do that? Is it because people have done things in the wrong way? Have people people have put questions on that people's crossed the lines without going into detail? What I'm saying is, there's situations evolved where they've gone to this location and I just needed totally to step away for a reason. The amount of people I hear saying, "Oh, I'm taking a step back from the paranormal world. Oh, I'm taking time out from the paranormal world." And sometimes it's just because of some of the simplest things that's gone on, and someone's been detrimental by saying a word or two that's out of order or out of character. It's been taken the wrong way. And I feel there's no need for that. I think that's what needs to be, that's causing other people damage that people's not seeing. Do you know what I mean? And this is where I'm coming from. Have an open mind, take people under your wings, explain ourselves a little bit better out there as well. And there is a lot of disrespectful stuff that's gone on, Dennis. Justin, open-minded and understand other people's more. Spot on, Justin, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like, as I say, it's just like having open arms and going, bring your stuff to the table, let us know. We'll have an open mind on it. Let us all be more open-minded about current situations as well. So that's fantastic. Haunted Scouts, loving the questions. Going to get down to that one now. Yeah. So saying that we've all got mundane jobs, a lot of us, and all this, that, and the other, and you know, this is your break, this is your hobby. Again, no such things as ghosts, right? Okay. I always say, seeing is believing. Again, and it's hard to explain. That's why I'll always explain to people: come out on the investigations, come out on the paranormal nights when we can. Sense, feel, have the passion that we have, and spirits will work more. The more positivity out there, the more they bring to the table. Yeah, you've got your negativity that'll step in, but you'll know what's happening. The more positivity around, it's harder for that negativity to work. So usually if a negative's going to really work hard, you'll see the difference. You'll see the impelling evidence. That's what I'm saying. So if you go with a kit bag full of positivity into a location, it's going to take some massive negativity to affect the balance and interact and have more of an eye-opening experience. That's what I'm saying, and that's what people are missing out on. All right, so where you've got the positive, you've got the negative. So the more you're taking in your kit bag with the positivity around things, that's when you know that something different happened around the other way. It'll stand out so much as well. Christine, yeah, we should encourage each other to teaching, nurturing each other and others respectfully. Do you know what? The number of times I go along around some amazing people, a lot of people are tired, and it could be 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and you've got a person explaining a bit of kit, explaining about the kit and the equipment that they've got or they've built or they work with, and that's great. To me, I've got kit bags there. I will just open my kit bags. Anyone can use anything that's in that paranormal bag. Anyone can come and use and interact with that. That's what I'm saying. It's about having the trust. I've lost so much equipment. That's on my own accord because I forget it and I leave it. And I'm always chatting away about the spirits and the interaction that we've just had. And over the years, I've had to buy bags and kits. And then I've had stuff and gone back and they've gone, oh, Gary, you've left this here. There's loads of honesty out there. There's loads of great people out there. And again, let's just put more trust back in each other as well. And let's get all this sharing stuff out. I had a team member that had a rent pod stolen. They just paid £130 for it. But what they didn't realise is that person had been saving like £5 a week for that. And they'd only used it that one night, and somebody had taken a rent pod, which was about £130. But that person has obviously saved up for 6 months to pay for that. Again, it's little detrimental things like that that puts the edge on it. And this is where I'm saying comes into this side of it. Do you know what I mean? Because that's being disrespectful as well. So have to go, love. No problem. Take it easy. Loads of love and white lights. As again, encouraging. Any other questions? Anybody like to come on? Please share away. Or Linda. I mean, all Linda knows how much I step away from getting involved with certain things. No comments not coming on, right? Okay. Completely agree with you, Nikki. We've all worked with lots of lovely people in different groups. It's great to learn from each other and how teams work. Fantastic. Let's really power forwards with it now for whenever we can get back out. Jessica, love meeting new people, doing what we love and learning from others. And again, that gives the confidence for that person to have a go and interact more. That's what I'm saying. So I will always encourage anybody on a paranormal night, like, oh no, I can't do that. And you're like, yeah, you can. Put a blindfold on, go with it. It doesn't matter. Just try your best. And then I'll always encourage, and that's what I'm trying to do now, is encourage. David, I'm just going to read that comment. So sad what's happening. Bad things are going on in the world at the moment, which we could all become one and search for the paranormal and with each other evidence and embrace it. Definitely. I could have put on there, embrace the passion, but I didn't. I asked for embrace our passion. Do you know what I mean? It's not, I've got the passion, but I want everyone's passion to shine through. Okay, we're going on to George. Bullying is not acceptable at any level. Sadly, too late to save my sister, and all she wanted to do was enhance her gift and find answers. Again, just no words, Georgia. Just, I can't. This is what I'm trying to say. Some people can be knocked, some people can be belittled, and they might not have the confidence to turn to somebody to and talk about the current situation as well. So I feel that people aren't seeing a little word or a team or anybody can knock, and it's easy to start all the situation around bullying. It's all about, let's take the gloves off. It's like, I've seen slogans over the years. It's not about, it's not about fighting. It's not about the fighting. It's about bringing people together and having people there to talk to and communicate with, and having someone to turn with. This paranormal world and this paranormal field is massive. It's absolutely massive. What I've learned in 10, 12 years has opened my eyes, and I've had such an amazing ride and roller coaster, but I want it to go even tenfold better than that. I want to go hundredfold better than that, because I think there's so much more that we can all give if we start stepping away from the bullying side of it, in and around the Chinese whispers, and then making mountains out of a molehill. And as I said at the start of the clip, if somebody starts to talk in a way that you feel that they're going to start being detrimental about it, oh, did you hear this about Joe Blogs? It's like, hang on, give me if it's positive. Just stop them in the tracks. It's like, do we really need to know? Do we really need to know? If it's positive, tell us. And just, it's like self-questioning adults. Hang on, do you really need to give that to me? Do I really need to hear that information? So I think we've got a duty sometimes to say what they're going to say to us. You have got the power to say, I'm only interested in positivity things. Do you know what I mean? Because more positive will bring more positive. Yeah. All right. And I just think there's that much negativity going to be around that we need to shake it off as quick and as fast as we can. And that's why we've done this video tonight. And that's why we've done the live stream tonight, is we need to step the line in the sand, and we need to cross on the positivity side of it. Now, just looking for that comment now myself. Right, where are we? You ran an anti-bullying group for many years. Bullying is hurtful. Again, it's not about the experiences. It's about, we all go on about inclusion. I want to see more inclusion within this field. All right, I've just found out where we're up to there. Just lost the scroll on the screen. Individuals wanting to find out from what's going on the other side. And do you know what, Janice? And I know you inbox me quite a lot. And I said to you this morning on an inbox, I want that poster, not what I've been talking about tonight. I want that poster to say more than what I've said on here tonight. I want that poster and them words to stand out more than what I've said tonight. So again, that's what we're striving for. That's what we're trying to help out with. There might not be a quick fix, but we can all put a tick in the right box and a push in the right direction as well. So again, it's like, to me, actions speak louder than words. That speaks louder than what I've said tonight. I'm just losing my ways here. It's not easy. So again, I just want more people to come together. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? Haunted Scouse, we're moving down. Anybody else want to come on into that? Oh, sorry, lost that. Put that one back up for us, Kaz. Right, okay. Just looking for that comment. Yeah, go back onto the Haunted Scouts one. I missed that one. Thank you. The crazy thing is, there's so many views. Yeah, definitely. Editing for hours with honest investigation and struggling to get 500 views. But we can all do that. Again, it's about what the values that you're inputting. So people in the field know I'd rather see somebody that's got 50 subscriptions and doing it for the right reasons than somebody that's got, I don't know, 20, 30,000 views or 30,000 subscriptions and followers. I think the honesty and the integrity of the positivity of the people that they're trying to put to the table, you can see that. I've seen so many people send me clips over the last few weeks, and it's been amazing YouTube. And it's opened my eyes, and I've gone, wow, how come that person's not massive? How come that person's not booming and blossoming and really doing really well? And they've got a future, they've got this, that, and the other. And I look and I've gone, do you know what? They've got honest followers. They've got people that's in it for the right reasons. And that's what I like to see, and that stands out more. I've been to places and people have said to me, oh, Joe Blogg's done this and Joe Blogg's done that. And it's just like, that's fine. That's how Joe Blogs works. If they want to work with Fishing Wire, leave them to it. Again, it's all about people doing it for the right reasons. I'd rather have 30 subscribers than 30,000 because I know the people that's watching it are watching it for the right reasons. Okay, Willow's going to the next one for us, Dennis. So unfortunately, we only want fame and money. Convincing that people are new to the field. Yeah, I think, again, to me, your values shine through. So what you stand for, Dennis, will shine through in and around with people that want the fame and the money. Let them run that course, because usually it's a very short circle. Do you know what I mean? 2 or 3 years. Like the spirits, they should only come forward if they're drawn towards it. Definitely, Melanie, with the situation as well. I always ask, I will go in as a compromising person, be it a positive or a negative, in and around what I'm asking as well. I feel people need to work out who the positive and who the negative people are within the field as well, without being detrimental. Okay. Where are we going now? Next question. Anybody want to come on with us? You're more than welcome. It's not a popularity contest, fame, chasing game. The paranormal passion is the life and that we all need and need as well. And I know it's hard, and do you know what? I haven't even looked at little notes or bullet points that I've got written down here. Just do you know what I mean? It's just, I want to take the negativity away from people that's not ticking the right boxes of what I've seen this week. So I can't even put that page up because I was just like, the bullet points I have written down, I just can't say it, even though this is after the watershed as well. So we just want to bring some more awareness, tick the boxes in the right direction, folks. Right. Para Unity has taken a bashing in the last months. Yeah, definitely. I see so many people put so many time, effort, and energies into Para Unity. They've got so many people all the way around the globe in and around the paranormal unity field. And I've said over and over again, you need a symbol, you need the stamp to say we're all in it together, that we stand up for doing things with the positivity side of trying to tick the boxes, that we've got the good intent. And when you've got the good intent out there and you're doing it for all the right reasons, people will want that symbol, people will want that stamp on the corner, and basically go, look, this is what we're part of and this is what we stand for. it's not about policing side of it. It's about go to that reputable people, go to that people, they stand for that. And when people in the paranormal field go, do you know what? They've got that ghost symbol that stands for, they try everything in the best intent to look after everybody under the same wing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's there. Reach out. Let's bring it into the field. It's not for me to do. I've just not got time. But what I'm saying is, it don't have to be a rocket science to put everybody under the umbrella of the para unity side of it, and we're all doing it for the right reasons. Do you know what I mean? The poster does say a lot, and that's what I wanted to stand out for. Dennis. Disrespected the host and the venue, and you haven't seen them since. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't take much for when people are doing situations like that, that causes more damage. When I was doing the TV thing, and I was doing filming on Amazon Prime and all that, we go to certain locations. 6 or 7 years ago, I would take a tuck shop with me and wasn't bothered about the money side of it. It was just, if people needed a grab or a bite of something to eat, there's something there for people. Do you know what I mean? It's like making them welcome, a hot cup of tea. And you go to certain venues and you're like, oh yeah, the urns bust. Well, take some, everyone's got, a lot of places got boiling water as well, or flask as well. It's just about that, going that little bit of extra mile to make people's night more enjoyable as well around the situation as well. And that knock-on effect. Yes, certain situations happen. I've been to places that people have paid £1,400 for the location, and they've gone, oh, you have to pay us £10 for the electric. And you're like, really? So little things, they all add up. So this hasn't been about me getting things off my chest. This has been about things where I think people can just tweak a little bit themselves and bring a lot of the para unity back, and the embracing the passion, and bringing a lot more in and around their umbrella, where we can go be a part of it and bring the right people to the table that's supposed to be around us. I made a statement a couple of months back, and it was like, who we're supposed to be around, we were supposed to be around. Who that come away from our circles will go away from our circles. It doesn't mean they're gone forever, but I'm asking people just to come back in, touch base with each other. You're all under the umbrella together as well. And it hasn't just been a big open slanging match. This has been right down the middle, as it is, black and white. Can't get any plainer than that tonight, folks. And I'm not being detrimental to you, that people that's viewing and watching. What I'm saying is, it's just like, I think we could do a lot more and bring a lot more to the table, and just support each other and let people know that we're there for all the right reasons. Right, okay. Sweet Tash, I've had a shave. Linda, behave. How's our Phil? Being united, yeah. Just go back up to the, sorry, I missed that one. I'll just stay with all right, okay. Sorry, Jane. Never been involved in anything. There's so much drama as the paranormal world. We all go out with different groups, often learn new things as they do from us. And again, you don't need the dramas, you don't need the crisis, but there has been so much mountains out of molehills, and it's just time to really think about, hang on, we are adults. My words exactly that. It's nice to be nice, and you know what? It's free. You know what I mean? And that brings everything in. Jenny saying about bullies are cowards. You get afraid. It's just, I just think it's time to repel all that side of the poster. And I just think we need to bring more people into the other side of that poster. You keep yourself to yourself. Can't be doing with the politics and all the egos. Spot on. It's like I was out with a group and a team share, and I come home one night and I was like, oh my God, I didn't say hello to a certain person. I felt really bad. It was just, we were enjoying the night, and it was like, oh, I'll catch up with Joe Blogs. And I wasn't being disrespectful. Loads had gone on interacting with spirits all night. But I made sure the next time I bumped into them or they had the communication, I inboxed them. I said, oh, so sorry, I wasn't being rude or not talking to you. I just, the night ran along, and then, but I made the effort to inbox and contact the person to say, can't wait to meet you next. I've seen people that's changed their appearances sometimes as well. Oh, Gary, you didn't talk to me. It was like, oh my God, didn't recognise you. You know, you're in a tunnel, it's pitch black. And I'll come over to talk to you. And I couldn't even recognise that person from 20 foot away. So again, I've apologised. I don't mind if I'm in the wrong with anything. I'll apologise. I'll put my hand up. You know, everyone does make mistakes. I just feel that we can turn the corner now. And that's what I'm after. I'm after people to turn the corner. Yes, she does. Our Mandy makes a great stew on investigations. What's a wool? All right, Linda, no problem. Dodgy scousers creeping round in the dark. All right, Nick. Right, we have run over an hour and 5 minutes. Is any other questions that people would like to ask? Cheers, Claire. Really enjoyed the live. Makes me want to carry on being interested. And this is what I'm trying to say. It's like, people, dust yourselves down, brush yourselves off. Anybody that's had anything that's gone on to them in the past, come back into the paranormal field, come back into the paranormal world. There's amazing people out there. Be a part of it. Don't shy away from it. I've seen famous people that's shied away. I've seen famous people that won't share their evidence. I'm getting teams that are saying, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, because all I get is they're having to defend themselves because they're putting evidence of the night that they've seen stuff, felt stuff, experienced stuff. And these people are too scared to put a picture up on their page of what they've come across on an investigation. And you're like, it shouldn't be that way. You know, inbox that person privately and say, can you tell us a little bit more about what went on? It's about think before we type, think before you're the keyboard warriors. Do you know what I mean? I'll always face bullies face to face. Doesn't bother me one iota. But again, what I've seen this week has shocked me. It really has shocked me. And I just think it's time for us in the paranormal world to be even stronger. All the positive people out there know where I'm coming from. Right, okay. Cheers, Rach. Thanks, Janice. And it is, again, all about having the confidence. I want more people to have more confidence. Enjoy the passion, enjoy your hobby as well. Boss video chat. Cheers, Phil. Everyone's comments, lovely. Right, I'm going to sign off. Stay strong. I'm just trying to remember what the topic will be for next week. I didn't write it down. So I'm going to sign off. Loads of love and white light out there to everybody in the world. Thanks for interacting. Good work. Stay safe. Please don't go investigating while we're on lockdown. Not my views, but just respect out there. Going to sign off. Stay safe. Thank you. Catch up with you soon. Take photos of that. Share it on your page as well, folks. Anyone that would like to. If you can take a screenshot of that, not with me in it. Screenshot that. I'll put it on the page. Share it on your pages as well. All right. Let's see. Let's get the word out there. Night, folks.